All right. We're back. Sorry, guys. I know people will probably come back that we're doing that, but I had to just knock that stuff off immediately. I don't appreciate that. And yeah, that person was, I don't know if that person is who they said they were, but dude, it was impossible to hide him. Either way, you don't do that. I don't care if you're an admin. Fuck you. I don't put up with racist comments like that or sexual comments like that. So, we're going to get to sewing. I forgot water. Crap. And I'm thirsty because I had coffee. So, let me go see if my mod is home. Hi. Stupid. All right, there we go. Anyway, hopefully that keeps that from happening for a while, at least while I get going. What did I roll over? Oh, just a cover. Yeah, I will definitely ask if this person is an admin and report that because that's not okay behavior from an admin. I'm sorry. If you're an admin, I didn't think they had admins like that, but either way, if you're an admin and you're acting like that, you deserve to be fired. All right. Am I actually noising? Yes, we are noising. Perfect. Okay. Let's change over. Where's that? Oh, it's over there. Okay. I was like, where the fuck is my my piece? Let me see. Did I melt this meat off yet? Ah, no. Well, there it goes. I did not. I didn't finish this one up at all. Okay, we're gonna do that first before I get going. These Zellies, yes. Where's my zipper stops? There they are. And we need these. So you can go off for now, computer. I need to actually, I'm going to put a pin in it where I need it about to stop. I typically go down about 2 inches, I think. Yeah, about 2 inches. Literally exactly where I thought it was. That's cool. Okay, so let me slide this down real quick. I actually cut this one pretty straight, so that's nice. This is just to keep it from, so I know where I need to go to. And I just put that on the wrong side. Yeah, on this side. Oh well, I can still see my marks. Right there. It doesn't really matter so long as they're fairly in line with each other. That one's a little bit crooked. Okay. There we go. Ta-da. All right. And I'm actually going to start clipping right down there. I haven't done the zipper in a while, guys. I was going to do my other zipper, but I don't have a head for. Whoops. Let's not try and clip that. These are definitely not as thin as Zellies get, which is kind of a bummer. But hers are, I don't know if we can fix hers or not. I'll have to ask Andrew if he can sharpen them in some way. I might just have to leave it and somehow do that. I don't know. That's annoying. This one is so tiny. I might have to use hers for this. Let me try hers. Hers is so old and so busted up that I do have to use hers. I don't typically use this zipper, mind you. Okay, I'm just clipping a couple so I know where to go to. Oh, about. I'm shaky. I'm always shaking. Okay, I'm gonna have to take this out. I can't do that. I'll leave it on the one side, but I have to take it out. As soon as I clip these and pull them out, it'll be fine. But I need to know where I'm going right now. There we go. So now what I can do is just go along and clip the tops off of this. Oops, clipped a thread. I think I just heard the delivery people's. But I mean, that means I have to go grab the box because I don't want it to get stolen. So give me 1 second. It's diapers. I cannot afford to have those stolen. Give me a second, guys. No, it was just the neighbors closing their car door. They have been so loud with their doors lately, it's not even funny. Okay. Which means I really can't have my. Are those coming today? Let me check if those are actually coming today. I thought it said today. And typically, oh, my nose. Typically, the USPS guy comes like in the afternoon. Yes, I know my order has arrived, Joanne's door. There we go. I usually put this here on actually. It's the wrong email. No, it's not this one. Okay. No, this is still tickling me. That's annoying. Out for delivery. Okay, good. That's today. And I just realized I forgot water again, so I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. I'll be right back again. Annoying. Okay. Water. I don't need that anymore. Hey, V. We got like 5 minutes into a stream and then we had like a ton of trolls, so I had to restart stream. Telling me that I needed to change my shirt, one, because it was too tight, and two, because it's a black person shirt and I should dress like my race. Okay, there we go. Now we pull them all out. And I just this is why I don't typically use the teeny zipper, because it's so hard to mess with. Okay, I cannot see. There we go. I gotcha. Right? I mean, granted, I don't give a shit what other people think about what I wear, but he was also just being racist in general. And like, I couldn't block him for some reason. He says, "You can't block me. I'm a YouTube admin." If that's the case, you don't deserve your job because you are not. Which I will see if I can report that person, honestly. I did report it, by the way. There we go. Aha, got it. But I don't put up with that. I am not a racist person. I do not put up with racism in my channel. Let me do this one off. There we go. That should allow this one to come out. There's one that's really stuck in there. Hey, Bo. Aw. I agree. I've never, ever, 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 ever watched PewDiePie. Bo, how are things? Things are good. I'm doing well. My funk has gone away. And I'm sorry I passed your funk on to you. Maybe I can change your funk just like mine has been changed. I'm doing my least favorite part of I'm doing my least favorite part of sleepers, which is getting the zipper prepped. This is usually not that big of a deal, but this is a smaller zipper than I usually use because I'm out of zipper heads for the other one. And so I need to order those tomorrow, like soon. Next time I don't have another sleeper order right now, so this is okay. And because this is a small, I think the zipper will be fine. But I have to order zipper again anyway, and I really just need to nail down exact sizing before I do that. I'm actually kind of surprised I ran out of zipper, although I did buy. Come on, you. Some of these really don't want to come out. Come on. Oh shit. Come on. Ah, you got it. I got it. There we go. But we got the funk. No, it was just the funk was just like, I don't know what I want to do. I want to do something, but I don't. I'm bored, so I want to do something, but I don't want to do anything. So that's why, it was, and I was exhausted. But then the puppy came home, and the puppy was adorable, and it's hard to stay in a funk when he's that cute and happy. He was a little shit sometimes, but. So we have a problem with the puppy when he's puppy. He likes to growl at the cat, and it terrifies the shit out of my cat. Like, he hates puppy. It's really funny that he understands the difference. And he does. Like, he will hide, and then when Andrew's daddy, he comes out. But also, we discovered yesterday, it was hilarious. So Andrew, you guys know Snitch talks to Andrew all the time. Well, yesterday he was talking to Andrew, and Andrew was testing how far the meow distance was yesterday. He made it from one end of the house to the other with the cat meowing at him. And then he sat down at the table and looked at the cat, and the cat did not meow. And I'm like, holy shit, that's weird. And then he stood up. Meow! The cat meowed at him. And then he sat back down. Cat did not meow at him. And I'm like, but then later on in the day, it wasn't working. Like, that whole sit down thing was not working. It was just like that moment. It's kind of funny. And it's like, it sounds like this cat hates Andrew. It really does. It really does. But he doesn't hate him because the minute Andrew touches this cat, he purrs. And he'll, he does snuggle with Andrew if me and Hannah are not home. But I think it's just a you're by my human type of thing. This is my human. You must not have my human. So I think that's what the meowing is. But it's really funny because he's starting to do that with Hannah as well. The gel is not keeping it out of the way. He's starting to do it with Hannah as well because he just gets annoyed because she always picks him up out of my lap, and he gets annoyed. So he's starting to meow at her, which is really funny. Still not quite as intensely as he does with Andrew. Okay, and last one. It does not want to come out because it's on the edge. Last one on that side. We still have to do this whole side. This one's harder to see because it's the opposite direction. Yes, I could buy zippers that have this already ready to go, but I don't. They are more expensive that way. It's a lot cheaper to buy the zipper by the yard and do it yourself. Like I can get like the zipper that I get, the black one sometimes. It is a $19 zipper. $19 for 100 inches of zipper. Like we're talking, that's ridiculous. The markup is ridiculous on that. But it also comes with it's a sleeping bag zipper, mind you, so it's super duper strong. But it comes with dual sided, and I can't use that because that's just uncomfortable on your skin. So did I get those already? I can't see. I love this book, guys. Well, guys, if you want to listen to a good series and a long series, guys, listen to the Sword of Truth series. It's a fantastic one, and it's such a good mixture of romance versus action and fantasy, and hilarious. It is also hilarious. One of the characters is just hilarious. Snitch some knuck outside today when I went out. Ugh. Itchy. Why is this side so much harder? Come on. There we go. That starts my neck. cannot see today. This is times where I wish I had my glasses still. I do supposedly need glasses. If I get insurance, I will definitely get my glasses because I can't stand them. I think it'll help a lot of the headaches too. Okay, come on. Only like a half, 30, 40 minutes left. I can't see. Come on. They're so tiny. Okay, this is annoying me. There we go. That's better. Oh, nope. That one just hit me in the head. Ow. Ugh. My grandma gave me a ton of money for Christmas. Nice. Oh, that would be amazing. If I could stand tattoos, I don't want a tattoo, but if I could, I would get a tattoo for my Katrina, my friend Katrina, a memorial tattoo. That's really cool. I understand that so much, yes. Well, I don't need 6 of those. That's all of them. I need to order these too. Okay. Hey, Addison. Nice. Andrew is off tomorrow. That's one nice thing about winter is that he is off more weekends in the winter. I accidentally paused my thing. All right, there we go. Zipper is ready. And there's flip. Oh, I have enough of the white. That's good. I'm glad I didn't buy white then. Why does that one feel so different? That's weird. Says my connection is unstable. I apologize if things go wonky. Hopefully the chat stays working. Oh, that's cool. So she's a middle. Hey, get out of there. Is this a... Yes, it's a... I had to check if it's a, if it was a oh, that's the wrong one. I can't use that one anyway. Where are my bobbins? I know I have more bobbins. You are not. Unstable like me too. So, yeah. I don't know if the bobbins work all that well. I never use them, so I don't know how well they work. I guess we try it out. I already just... Okay. Are these that similar? Are these similar enough? These are slightly narrower. This is a problem. I need more bobbins. I also need more needles. Yeah, I know. Come on, you're fine. Hate it when I drop this. Ah! No. Where are you? I really need to get more bobbins. I am down to like 3. I wonder if I put them in there. Is that what I did with them? Oh, I found the tape. No. Okay. Hey Siri, put ballpoint needles and bobbins in a note. Put ballpoint needles and bobbins on a list. Remove, you're stupid. You're a ding ding. I need to change a folder. Oops. Oh, We started a list, it's really funny, of the coleslaws that we like around town. Ball point needles. I need to find out what type of needle. I think it was a J something or another. I have to look that up. It's in my sewing book. I just have to remember where I put the sewing book. I don't know where I put my sewing book. My sewing machine manual, I mean. Oh, that's cute. Hi, Skip. Oh, all right. Thanks for stopping in, though. Yeah. But at least you know now and you have somebody in your life that you can talk to about it. Like, that's awesome. There's not that many people in real life that I mean, real life. At this point, you guys are real life to me. But I mean, like in person, yeah, over there, in person talking. But we really need to get more into the events that are around here. Hate it when I do that. Like, it's literally just a teeny bit off. Now I could take it off and do it again, but I think not. All right, let me go change my battery real quick before it's a new battery that's cranky, so I'll be right back. I have thread all over me. Those itches so bad. Oh, and I have to remove stuff to the back. Hang on. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Life is life, and I would never expect you to just put aside life for coming to hang with me. Like, that's just not reality. Where are? Don't know where I put those. Now I have to find them. They're not on here. Are they in here? Where did I just? Oh, here they are. We good. I need a shower. I did not shower yesterday. When you wear diapers, you really need a shower every day. All right. I don't really need to pin this, but I'm going to. All right. And I actually need to go down. And I actually stitched this at about a half an inch because that's where the is. All right. Cool. Now. That still feels kind of weird. Why? Feels weird. All right, zipper time. There. Wait, where do I need to do it? I need to mark that. Slightly past that seam, right there. Yeah, fine. There it is. A little bit far. See you later. I'm kind of debating just doing a single stitch. But why don't I have the thing on there? Alrighty. That's true. It's Canadian. Yeah. I kind of need that pen. The pens. Ah, tattoo it is. LOL. Or B, you could get little stuff. Maybe you should do some self. Well, I mean, tattoo is self care as well, but you can always do like some more intense self care little stuff type of deal. I really need to get a pincushion, make a pincushion, because I want one that has sand in it, so that the grit keeps them sharp. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Where is it? Sorry, I'm responding to my book. It's keep tickling me. Ow. Good. Okay. Just so I know where to stop. Yeah, I know you don't like it. Chill out. Ooh, why are we mad? Hang on. Right. Yeah. There we go. All right, now we can keep going. I'm going to cut that off. Just so that's not really extra. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oops, I didn't get that oil out of there. Last thing I want is oil on everything. Excuse me. I can get away with that. I love this part of the book. There we go. Get that hair out of my way. For some reason, this does not look totally right to me. But... Oh, I forgot. I need to do the back. I forgot that I didn't do the seam in the back end. so soft. Using fabric softener on fleece and stuff actually greatly helps it be soft. Like, I have not really used fabric softener most of my life, but we've started to this past year, and it's been really a lot softer, and it makes it so much more pleasant to the skin. Like, did I have another pen? Oh, there. I'm like, I only need one more. I don't really need one more even. Hello, Erica. I have, so guys, I'm gonna just say this real quick, because when I have new people, sometimes I don't respond right away to them saying hi and stuff, because I do get a lot of trolls. Like today has just been troll city. I started a stream, and within like 5 seconds, not 5 seconds, but like 5 minutes, it was just trolls upon trolls being racist and nasty, and I was not okay with that. So I typically will wait to see what a new person says for a little bit before I'll really truly respond. I am making PJs, like the one piece PJs, footed pajamas. So that's what we're doing. Thank you. I had a pretty nasty person on my stream today, and yeah. Yeah, trolls are. And the craziness about this one was that he said he was a YouTube admin and he couldn't be blocked. And I don't, like, if you're a YouTube admin and you're saying this stuff, you should be fired. And I actually did report him. Not that it'll do anything, but he's like, I can't be banned, and I couldn't hide him from my channel. Like, I could hide his old messages, but he could still post new ones. I'm like, fuck. So I have to investigate that a little bit. But yeah, it was not okay. The blatant racism and nastiness was just not okay. Sorry, I keep wetting down my hair because it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to get it back. Yes, I did just dump water everywhere. Whoa, get on the table. I don't really care. I actually need to lighten that up. That's what. Sorry. What? Okay. I wonder if I should top stitch that in the future. Hannah, your hair. You like the Rares Rebels? I like the print, yeah. Seriously, Barnyards are awesome. I actually ordered them this month. Partially because they were on sale. I used the not Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. and bought them. Sometimes this is. They're really good. My review of those is coming out next week, by the way, just so you know. Yeah, I think North Shores are better than Rainiers, actually. They're very similar, but I think North Shores are just a little bit different. My nose is driving me crazy, guys. Okay, my hair is driving me crazy. It tickles. I need a shower. That's the reality of it. I need to take a shower because my hair needs to be washed. I recommend trying the North Shore Megamaxes. I don't recommend the other ones just because they're not the same as the Megamax. The Megamax is a 6,000 ml diaper, and they're good. And they come in blue, which I love. I actually think I have one on right now. I had to remember, like, what did I put on last night? They're the only ones I have left, actually. I just couldn't remember if I had worn Rears to bed last night or the night before. Okay. Oof. Yes, they have a landing zone. The other North Shore diapers do not, but these ones do. And they are blue. They are dark blue. Like, see? I like the fact that they are blue. They run about 80, well, my size is about $87 a case, plus shipping, which is like 90 something dollars a case. So. Pin. Yeah. I mean, granted, they're 40 packs, not 80. It's 120 something or 160 for, like, it's typical price, really. That is weird. Now I'm curious about something here. I don't know why these do this sometimes. All right, once I do, and that makes us pretty close to halfway done. Oh, I forgot to cut out the feet. The feet part. It's the weekend finally. Yes. Not that the weekend matters a ton because it throws off my routine. But that's okay. I enjoy having my people's home. Okay, it's driving me nuts. I'm gonna have to go in the bathroom and like make it. That's one reason I'm gonna be making my hair go backward. I should pull out a ponytail holder. I thought it was in here, but I find this so much more enjoyable when I don't have to do a full length zipper. Okay, I do not understand this. So I do not get this pattern sometimes, guys. Like this foot is fine. What did I do different on the other side that caused it to not be normal? I don't understand this. Like it's perfect on this side. So what caused this side to be so wonky? Like seriously. Matched it. It's perfectly normal. I never get this. I never understand this. It always does this. I just don't get it. So one of them has to be longer. That's just don't get it. It's like, see, how does that happen? They match perfectly otherwise. I don't get this. Never understand. I never get that. So weird. Oh well. Stop. It's getting warm in here. Yes. Yes, that's what I have in my one battle. I have two as well. I do like the glass factor. Just like that. Wow. Um, but yeah, you can do the rears one. Or the rears bottles can easily be. I have to cut something out, so I'm moving for a minute. The nut really work well. There is. I really need a 4-foot material. Yeah, I have the when my one nipple messed up. I'm just turning you guys over here for a second. When my one nipple messed up from the rears bottle, I did. Somebody told me to put the nut one in there, and I did, and it's perfect. Um, Skitters are under here. The only thing I wish with the Rears bottles is actually that they fit in the microwave. I know technically with like you have to be really careful with heating bottles up in the microwave because they do get really hot spots. But as an adult, that's a little safer than it is for a baby because you feel it, you can stop it. Babies can't really. But I wish that they were a little bit shorter. Yeah. I do wish they were a tiny. I mean, I'm talking like an inch, because that would be the perfect size to go in a microwave. All right, let me think here. Let me lay these out exactly the same, and then we put them. But yeah, hot coffee. No, don't put hot coffee in the bottom. I mean, I do hot coffee all the time. But wait. I almost just did that wrong. It always burns. Well, I always like. Hang on, I need to see. I did click that on the bottom. So yeah, that's correct. Okay, good. Make sure this one is flipped to the bottom. This one. Yep. Okay, good. No backwards feet. Typically now, I do keep my coffee machine. Oh, you can actually usually turn your coffee pot temperature differently, by the way. I have mine set to high right now because I like my coffee hot, and I do creamer in it, so the creamer cools it way the fuck down. All right, where's front? Front. Back. Okay, let's make sure that's correct. Yes, front. What the fuck? That must have been. Why are you doing that? Close. Not totally sure why I just used that button. I love this part of the book. This is such a cute part of the book. I love it. I feel like that's not enough stretch. I just didn't stretch this one enough. I didn't like that. I have to. It's still sticky enough, I guess. Nope, not sticky enough. There. All right. So I think we need to cut about 1 inch off of that because it just wasn't stretchy enough. I really need to just start measuring this because I do about 10 inches. Why are you? That's a little better. Come on, there you go. I'm also used to. Oh yeah, that's right. That one's all messed up right there. There, there. Ta-da! There's that part. All right, where to put the feet? All right. Alright, now we stitch this up. There we go. I do like making these. They're fun. We've been at this not even 2 hours. This part of the book. Big book. Such a good book, guys. This is Andrew's favorite one of the series, and I've listened to this one before. I forgot that I had listened to this book before, so I started it again, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I've listened to this book. And it's such a good book. So good. Ah! Why do I always do that? It's not that big a deal. But such a good book. And the ending is like the epitome of fantastic book. So like that's where I'm literally like 2 hours from being done with this book. So it's like, ah! I don't know if I fully finished the book, but I at the very least started it and got to at least this point. So I think I finished it. He knows. I really need to get my nasal spray on in my nose because it hurts. There we go. Oh, now the feetsies. I think that's could be wrong. No, that should be right. There we go. All right. Oops. That was almost wrong. Beep, beep, beep. Hey, you're being a twerp. There we go. You can be. There we go. There we go. There's that one. This always confuses me. That should be the bottom. I hope I just put the bottom on correctly. Yes. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoy it because sometimes I just want to be quiet and stream and listen to my book. All right. last steps. Boop-a-doo-doo. Oh, wait, I need to. Poke. Ugh. One of these is higher than I forget which one. Hi, Brian. Is that my Christmas present you're making? No. Sometimes I swear to God that this is not even, but oh well. I don't care. It is not even. Hang on. There we go. Hurrah. I think. Whoops. I'm gonna kind of switch up a little bit more lighter. I don't. It's not right even. That makes me annoyed. There. Footies. Yep. All right, and last seams is this. All right. It's hard to get those put up this on. Excuse me. There we go. Officially done sewing it. Where's my scissors? Oh, right there. Let's make sure the feet are right. Lion Guard, yes. Basically Lion Guard is basically the Disney Junior version of Lion, like it's a show, it's a Disney Junior show. So yes, technically Lion King. Up until like recently, there were no Lion King fleeces, which is shocking. But I will be putting up a Lion King fleece here pretty soon. Or save. All right, that looks great. Let's put that up. That's actually pretty even, which is good. Give me a second. Ta-da. Let's take a look. Woo! It looks great. Perfect. It looks really good. I'm impressed with myself. All right, let's fold it up. I know. The funny thing about these is they end up being so fucking long. Okay, let's see here. Make sure those feet are going toward that front. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I do both of them backwards? I'm gonna be so mad if I did. Okay, no, we're good, good, good. Like, did I just do these backwards? This looks really long for a person that's like 5 inches taller. I think, I don't know, but hang on. Hello. And I think this thing ended up being a little bit longer. Let's get what my haircut says. Lesbian, am I right or wrong? No, I'm not. I'm asexual and asexual / pan-romantic, I guess you could say. Haircut says this is how I want my hair. That's kind of it's a fairly offensive comment in my opinion, but okay. A haircut should not say a person's sexuality. A haircut says this person wants their hair this way. Yeah, you might want to fold me. Come on, you fix. Go. I wouldn't recommend saying that fairly often because you'll get some people like freaking down your throat. Okay. I believe this is going into medium. Should fit in a medium. I'm gonna make it fit in a medium, I think. But yeah, a hair you guys don't assume people's gender and identity based on their haircut. That is really rude. There's a way to quickly get kind of banned from my channel. I will say that much. Okay. We are gonna do my first Christmas one today. I need my I'm kind of surprised that I actually think they're better. In my opinion, I think they're basically the same. The tapes are they've changed up the tapes a little bit. And I'm not sure if it's a blue thing or if it's just a Megamax in general. I personally like them better. Kevin does not. I really like them. Also, I do live in a little bit of a different climate than Kevin. That may play a little bit of a role into it. But I really like them a lot. Hopefully this one I can get to fit in there. I'm gonna make it. It's ideal size box apparently. All right. That goes right on the top. I personally just really like Magmax. I did order Rears this month though, because Rears had a sale going, and for Cyber Monday or Black Friday, I think it was. I forget. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I don't often get a printed diaper, so I'm gonna do it. But in response to Tom Smith, no, I have a boyfriend. I am dating a dude. All right, so this is going to link. I gotta find the right one to do. I date a dude. There. In your face, people. I hate it when people assume somebody's sexuality and gender. I really do. Rears are the barnyards are very close to the Megamaxes, except for the fact that they have a Velcro landing zone and tape, which I like a lot. They are smaller. They run smaller. So I do still fit in an XL of the Rears, but they are ever so slightly smaller by about an inch. Yeah, like that is a button that you do not want to push with me. Because I would actually, like, that's borderline something I will report. I do not do well with that. I am not what you would call, I will say this, I am non-binary, kind of, slightly agender, I guess. I lean more male than I do female, as far as my own personal, how I view myself. I will never, this is the thing though, while I am 33 years old, I really don't give a shit what people call me, like male, female, whatever. I don't really care. It kind of tickles me pink when people say Mr., like call me sir, or, well, they don't usually, but on the phone and stuff, sometimes I've heard sir. But I will not ever officially transition. The most I would do would be top surgery. Just because female or male, I hate my boobs. They're huge. I need them smaller. For my back health, I need my boobs smaller. But no, I'm not lesbian technically. I am pan. I don't care a person's gender, identity, preference, whatever. I don't care. All I care is about you as a human being. So that's me. I am very pan romantic. I am asexual pan romantic. Let's say that. I do not have sex. I do not like having sex. It drives me nuts. Partially because of that's just how my body is. I have some issues that lead me to not really want to do the sexual stuff. And part of me is just, I don't really care about it. I can kind of go one way or the other. I don't have a preference really. I mean, I'll do it, but I don't like to really. So anyway, there's my soapbox, my temporary soapbox. Guys, I have a size XL short-alls for sale that are absolutely adorable. They're not up for sale yet. They will be. But just so in case I want to give my YouTube people the option before I actually put them up for sale publicly. But they are going to be up for sale soon, guys. And they are dark denim with silver clasps and such. And they're actually kind of marbled, which is really cute. But anyway, yeah. So that's me. I am Kai. That is it. I will not legally change my name. Oh, can we have a look? Yeah, that stuff should not matter because everyone is different, and I hate when they assume gender as well. Yeah, like, mm-mm. And assume sexuality. Like, looking at me, yes, I look like the typical lesbian, but I also just like this haircut. I like my hair short for several reasons. I don't like dealing with it. I have very thick, massive amounts of hair. When I had long hair, my ponytail was like that thick, and that's big. My hair is heavy. I have a lot of headaches. So it was causing a lot of problems. Um, Given that I have seizure issues as well, um, long hair just became a problem. It'd be in my face, it'd get snarly. Like costs a lot to take care of with shampoo and conditioner. Like guys, I use like this pea-sized amount of shampoo and conditioner every day. It's tiny comparatively. I used to have to like fill my hand with shampoo and conditioner, the palm of my hand. Now it's like a little teeny pea or a dime. We're talking tiny amounts of shampoo and conditioner comparatively. And with all the hospitalizations I had in the past and stuff, I've just decided I like short hair. I was doing a pixie cut. I wanted to go with a little bit more of a masculine look because I am more of a gender fluid type of person. And oh yes, it's no. Zelly has long hair. Zelly goes. Okay, put it this way. I have had this bottle of shampoo and conditioner, and they're considered smaller. It's literally lasted me like 3 or 4 months, whereas Zelly pretty much has to buy a big bottle of it every month. And I'm like, no, none of that shit. Like my conditioner has barely gone through because I don't condition my hair every day. I wash my hair every day, but I do not condition it every day because I don't need to. And I go through more shampoo than I do conditioner, which is usually the opposite. But the difference in cost of hair care products is vastly different. Like with my hair, I gel it. It has gel in it right now. I did comb it out a little bit, but literally it's like this size amount of gel, like bloop, and it gets my whole top of my head. That much shampoo, that much conditioner, like it takes such a little amount. You do have to get haircuts more often. That is the one downside. And I've tried having Hannah do my haircuts. We do need to do a little bit of training when it comes to how to get the edge of my hair. But for the most part, once my hair is grown out enough, that won't matter. We'll just, yeah. But right now it's at that weird length. The goal is to grow it out to be able to pull it back and put it in a ponytail. Just so for now, that's what I want to do. And then we'll go from there. Like once I get sick of that, we'll see. But I do want to be able to pull it back into a ponytail. If I were keeping it just this style, I would totally do a crew cut where it's, but my hair, guys, literally, we just cut off an inch on this side. In 2 months, my hair grew from skin level, like slightly shorter than this even, I think, to freaking an inch got cut off. An inch. My hair grows so freaking fast. It's ridiculous. 2 months ago, this could be spiked and stay, and it was only about 1.5 inches high. It is now like 3 to 4 inches. I would say 4. Maybe 3. Maybe 3. Let's measure. Let's measure me here. Where's my measuring kit? Here it is. We're going to measure hair. We used to do this when we were kids, by the way. And this is not even an accurate, full-blown measurement because guys, I have like, I would say about, let me find my own points here. My sister, we used to measure hair all the time. Well, that looked like barf for a second, but no. About, let's see here. I can't get it because I am, Maybe if I did it here, instead held that at the tips-ish. Yeah, right at 4 inches. So I need at least 2 more inches, if not 3, because I want to be able to pull that back. So yeah, we're growing this part out. Anyway, yeah, that's my soapbox for today. Guys, I am going to go ahead and probably close it up here in a minute because now I got to go wash my hands. I need a shower, but I kind of want Daddy to do a bath. We'll see. I need a shower really bad. I don't smell good. I do not. I shower every day, especially because of wearing a diaper all the time. You get smelly. And it's not even pee smell, it's just stale smell. So yes, I do shower every single day. Try to keep it shaved down there because it does help with cleanup. If you guys are incontinent and wearing diapers all the time, definitely invest in getting waxed or shaved down there because it makes the world of difference with keeping things clean and smelling nice. And you go through a lot less diaper cream too. Also, note to you guys, if you guys use creams a lot, my favorite cream is actually in the tub, and it's from Walmart. It is the Equate brand. I believe we usually get the purple one. We get the Equate brand of diaper cream, and it's equivalent to Desitin. However, the Desitin reeks. It smells like fish oil. I don't like it. It actually drives me crazy because the smell just lingers for days. I have so I have an electric razor. I don't know where my one electric razor is for down there. But typically I use an electric razor. I have a Flawless Legs that I use on my legs, and the top version of that where there's not many creases, because you can't really use the Flawless thing in the creases because it's too sweaty and you get razor burn. But then I have just a regular razor that I use for the actual area. It does. It's horrible. And they didn't have the Equate brand the other day, and I bought the Desitin brand, and I should not have done that because I can't stand using it. I'm actually probably going to purchase a different brand, the other brand, and let Andrew use it because he doesn't really care. I do because I smell it all the time. He only wears diapers once in a while. I wear them all the time, and it just soaks it. But the Equate version is much better. I do not take cranberry pills. The only reason I would is if you have like cranberry pills help with urine, like bladder infections. I don't get those. If you're getting bladder infections because you're wearing a diaper, talk to a doctor. Because the actual better thing to take if you are having urinary tract infections is actually D-mannose. Typically why you get urinary tract infections is because of the sugars in your urine, and the sugars grow the bacteria. D-mannose makes it so that the sugars from the urine cannot adhere to the urethral walls, to the skin, things like that. My aunt swore by that. My cousin was having a lot of issues with it at one point, and she was from Sierra Leone. She was adopted, and she was having a lot of health issues, and urinary tract infections were one of them. D-mannose took care of it, and it's something that you can take consistently to keep that from happening. If you are having urinary tract issues or bladder infection issues because of diapers, then you really there's a different reason for that, because diapers should not be causing that. I'm going to be in a little bit because Andrew's going to be home around 4:30ish. So I'm going to close it out then. But seriously. I see. You probably didn't get it from wearing a diaper. That's usually a myth. If you're getting it, it's probably because there's something going on in your urine itself, not because you're wearing a diaper. Guys, I've been wearing diapers for 10 years, almost 10 years, and I have never, ever had a urinary tract infection from a diaper. I was having urinary tract infections and bladder infections because when I first started with the incontinence issues, my bladder was retaining urine. So it would release, and then there'd still be about 200 to 100 to 200 cc's left in my bladder. Bye, Brian. And that was causing the bladder infections. I took a medication for about a year that allowed the bladder neck to open all the way, which made it so that the urine wasn't being retained. And I haven't had one since, guys. Haven't had one since. Yeast infections are a little bit more likely. Yeast infections can happen because of being in the diaper, because you're just it's a moist, damp area. If you ever get itchy down there, guys, immediately go for an antifungal. Don't use powder. Go for an antifungal, jock itch, mechanizole, anything that you find for female or male fungal infections like Lotrimin. That stuff is what you want to put down there, not diaper rash cream and not powder. Powder will feed a yeast rash. Yeah. So I don't generally use powders or creams on a general basis. I just clean up, take a shower every day. Sometimes I shower twice a day, depending on the instance, but showering every day, making sure you're really drying yourself up down there is important, because yes, you are going to be wet, but at least if you're taking a shower, drying really good down there, then putting a diaper on, and typically you'll have a few minutes of dryness. Taking time to air out is good. If you're going to use a diaper rash cream, use it when you have a rash or when you start feeling irritation. Don't use it consistently all the time. Just because it is, unless you have bowel incontinence, then using a barrier cream, yeah, they don't, if you're having UTIs, there is a reason for it. But the diaper itself should not cause it. I don't know how taking cranberry pills would affect it. I don't know. I know in men, it's not much of a point. Yeah. I'm assuming, Erica, are you incontinent? Aquaphor, it's been a long time. Yes. Okay, here. One thing. I'm going to say this, Bo. I hate the smell from the little squirts. They seem to be scented of some sort. I don't like that. I have not noticed any other odor control over any of the other diapers, actually, at all. I think the odor control comes from the fact that it's the thicker plastic. But there's a smell, and I think they're scented somewhat. I'm not a fan of scented diapers, guys. It just makes it smell worse, in my opinion. That's one reason I don't use powders all the time. Powders get in areas when you're a woman, and it's very uncomfortable. So I'm very picky about when I use powders. Only Daddy puts it on me pretty much. And he really doesn't use powder on me or Zelly for the most part, because we both have said, nope, it gets in that area. Don't do it. This is why, okay, I'm going to just say this for the benefit of women here. Powder in the genitals, like getting stuck in the clitoris and all that, not fun. That's why I don't use them. It's different for guys. Just say it. Probably for those who are not circumcised, it's probably similar, but it's different for men than it is for women. And we had to point that out to Andrew. We're like, don't put powder up there. And I don't even have powder in my room. I don't use powder really, because there's not much of a point. I'm showering regularly. I don't smell unless I eat something that causes my urine to smell quite rank, and typically only I can smell that. There's been a few times where it's like I've been in a diaper for like 14 hours and I forgot to change before I went out in public. And I get in the car, I'm like, whoo, I can smell that. But that's just because I've been in it for 14 hours and it stinks because it's just stale diaper. You should be changing your diapers more often than that. Typically, the longest I will go is 12 hours, but the best time frame to change a diaper, even if it's not wet, guys, even if it's not wet, about 8 hours maximum is what I will wear a diaper for, pretty much. The exception is if I wake up dry in the morning, I'll wait till I at least pee, or I'll wait at least wait to till I take a shower or something like that. Like I haven't changed this morning. Did I? Did I change? I don't think I changed this morning, but so that's where it's kind of a thing. I get distracted, but don't go all day in a diaper, guys. Don't go all day in a diaper. It's really bad for your skin. You need to let it breathe. That's why I do, like when I take a shower, here's what I do. I take the diaper off. I go sit on the potty because 9 times out of 10, if I sit, I will poop. I take my shower. I go upstairs and I dry off. And then before I put my diaper on, I will take care of my feet because I have really dry, cracked feet. I use a rasp on them every time I shower. I will sit there for about 5 minutes, just letting everything air out. And then, this is key here. I highly recommend if you're going to use lotion or anything on your body, put your diaper on first. Unless you're lotioning the diaper area, which I do a lot. But you have to really clean your hands after that. So what I typically do, I do it one of 2 ways. I dry off, take care of my feet, put the diaper on, then I do my lotion. If I'm lotioning the diaper area because I'm dry skinned, I will lotion that area. I will lotion up my body for the most part first and then put the diaper on. Typically, if I'm going to lotion my whole body, I'll throw gloves on so that I'm not risking getting lotion all over. If I am lotioning up everything, including diaper area, I actually sit a few more minutes and let the lotion absorb into the hands so that you're not getting those oils on the diaper because it will ruin all sticking. But yeah, anyway, those are a few tips, I guess. I don't know. Just a lot of things that you kind of learn over time from, I don't see a urologist anymore. I don't see a doctor for the incontinence. There is nothing at this point we can do for my incontinence. There is no point in seeing a urologist for it. I have not seen a urologist since 2012 when I switched urologists, actually. And he's like, well, you're retaining urine, so we're going to get you on that medication. And then I moved to Connecticut and I stopped taking that medication after a year of taking it because I was noticing I wanted to try and see if I could get off it because I wanted to get off as many medications as possible. So I stopped using it and noticed that I was doing just fine. And so like I've had times where it's like, okay, I've had things where it's like you have to have a full bladder as much as possible before an ultrasound for something. And, I have to sit on the toilet or something and they haven't seen urine retention. Yes. Here's the thing though. If you're wearing a diaper, don't worry about it. If you're wearing a good diaper, you're better off and less likely to have issues if you stay really hydrated. I attempt to stay really hydrated, but I'm not always successful. I never limit my water intake based on peeing and not peeing. Because I am in diapers 24/7, it does not matter to me. I don't stay as hydrated. I also have to consume a lot more water than most people do. I have to consume nearly double what a normal person does because I'm missing my colon and my body does not absorb water like it used to with a colon because the colon absorbs a lot of that water. That's why poop goes to a more loggy form. When you have no colon, that does not happen. Your body does not absorb that water. So a lot of fluids are being flushed out because they haven't been fully processed because they're not intended to be until the colon. So I have to drink a lot of extra water to keep myself properly hydrated. This is this one does not say how many ounces it is. This is about a 20-ounce cup. Most of my bottles are 20 ounces. I drink minimum 4 of those a day. I aim for 6 to 8 of them a day, which normal people should drink about 6 to 8 or 8 to 10 8 ounces of water. So about 64 to 80 ounces of water. I have to drink almost a gallon of water a day to keep myself properly hydrated. Don't always do that. Try to, but I don't always. I'm pretty much constantly having water coming into my system, which is also partly why I'm not always hungry, is because of the water intake. But if I don't drink that much water, I do dehydrate. And I especially have to make sure, I almost always, at least, I would say 2 to 3 days out of the week, I have to drink some sports drinks like Gatorade, Body Armor, things like that, to get the electrolytes, because I am flushing them out so often with having no colon that I don't have the proper electrolytes in my system. And I can tell immediately, like, I am dehydrated based on certain things. My bladder slows down a lot faster than most people's, I think, when I am dehydrated, like, because of being in a diaper and noticing, damn, I haven't peed. Not that changing is not accurate. I haven't peed. I hadn't had a wet diaper all day long. Then I know something's wrong. I typically am on the toilet about average of 3 to 5 times a day. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. If I'm not peeing in between those times, I know I'm dehydrated. The one downfall to that is when I do go into the emergency room because of something, they're like, well, you're fine. Your electrolytes are fine. Well, that's partially because I made sure I've been drinking some Gatorade along the way. But also, because I have no colon, the balance should be different. Like, okay, you're on the low end of normal, meaning for you are dehydrated because I don't have a normal colon. They don't understand that a lot of times, especially in this hospital. They won't just run fluids to run fluids. Pretty much, if I'm in the emergency room, they need to be running a fluid bag on me. Might only need one, but they should be running a fluid bag on me if I'm in there for a stomach thing, especially. Also, the reason I have to stay so hydrated is because I have massive amounts of scar tissue in my body from my surgeries. And if you're dehydrated, your scar tissue will start to adhere to things like organs and muscle and things like that. And you'll get adhesions and blockages. That is a very painful process. Having an intestinal blockage because of adhesions is painful. And usually results in having to have surgery because the scar tissue twists itself around the intestines and things like that. So I have to stay really hydrated because of that. A lot of different things. So I don't limit any form of water intake. I have a bottle with me at night. I have a lot of water with me at night. Some nights I go through a bottle and a half. Sometimes nights I go through 2. Some nights I go through none, depending on when I wake up and things like that. But if you are wearing a diaper, you shouldn't worry about your water intake. You shouldn't worry about consuming a lot of fluids because you're wearing a diaper. It doesn't really matter. Make sure we have a visitor. Hi. Come here. Hi, baby. You want to come see Mama? Oopsie daisy, fat boy. You are getting fatter again. But yeah, don't do yourself the favor. Make sure you are consuming enough fluids because you'd be surprised. I've heard of so many people being like, I'm going to limit my water intake from 7 till when I go to bed. And I'm like, that's actually really bad for you. Just because you want to have a dry diaper or dry bed, like that's really bad for your body to do. Yeah, but anyway, we have Kitty. Hello, Kitty. He's so cuddly. He's been asleep all day. All right. Well, you've only been asleep for about 4 hours. because he woke me up this morning. My alarm woke me up, but he was just already, as soon as he heard that alarm go off, meow, 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 he was hungry. And he didn't shut up until he got food. Which means Zelly did not feed you this morning. Yeah, she needs to feed you. You need to get up with Zelly and get fed, okay? Although he has a very bad habit of, when I feed him before I go to bed, he just comes up to bed with me instead of eating. You like the smell of mommy's gel? You're my baby. You're such a good boy. He is truly my companion, guys. He is my little blessing from the universe. I love him to death. He is such a good snuggle bug. I cannot function without pets, especially cats. Welcome back. He's my baby. This is Snitch, and he is my little bundle of fluff and purr. We rescued him from our ex-roommate who was starving him to death. He was 6 pounds. Siamese cats should be about 10. He was 6 pounds, and 4 pounds of underweight for a cat is a lot of weight. It took me 3 years, guys. 3 years to get him to frickin' 10 pounds. Because he also had teeth issues. He was vomiting constantly. We had to get him to a point where he was eating more than he was vomiting. And he's finally about 9.5 to 10 pounds, which is where the vet wanted him to be. Guys, when I took him to the vet for the first time, we told the vet his story and everything, and the vet shook my hand and said, "Thank you for taking in this cat and bringing him back to health, because without you, he would be dead." You wear cloth during the day? Okay, that's cool. I cannot do cloth anymore. I did for about a year, and I just can't anymore. It's too much work for me with my back being a problem, and it was also popping my hips out of joint because when I pee, and I go like minimum of 400 mLs, about 800 sometimes. So I had to have super thick cloth diapers, and they were just popping my hips out of it. So I cannot do cloth anymore, which is kind of a bummer, but at the same time, I'm okay. Won't ever just a bad no. Nope. I haven't been, ever since my incontinence started, I've had to have a full-blown diaper. There's just no option. Because I have no nerves in my bladder. It's just going to happen. Yeah. This little fluff ball. You think you're a baby. But he is such a precious little, yeah. The problem with cloth is they wick, yes. Curious as to what cloth diapers you're using. But yes, cloth diapers do wick. There are ways to get around that. And what type of insert do you use? I'm curious on this one because I may have your solutions. The happy ending ones. I have not tried them, so I don't know. I hear Ecoable are the best, other than mine. I do sell them, or I was selling them. I'm currently not selling them right now because it's a lot of work. But I made a pocket diaper. Pocket diapers are the way to go, by the way. Don't trust an all-in-one. Pocket diapers are awesome. But there's your problem right there. Microfiber inserts are known for compression leaks, which cause wicking. Microfiber is the worst type of insert for an adult to wear. Just so you know. And that's one reason I never bought from Happy Ending. Number one, I didn't really fit them for quite a while. I still don't. And number two, they have microfiber. Also, if you have, I don't know what the inside of their diapers are made out of. If a diaper is made out of suede, you're gonna have issues. Just saying. The inserts are one problem, but a lot of these companies are using suede cloth as the liner of their diapers. Suede cloth will only absorb if there's a huge amount of pressure. Look for a diaper that has a micro fleece lining or a athletic wicking jersey lining. But yeah, I'm curious. I need to pull up Happy Ending because I think that's why I refused to go with them originally, was because of their liners and their inserts. But if you want water, you can have it, but you gotta get off the computer. Keep going. Go ahead. He will only drink water from my cups, guys. Which usually means I have to end up dumping it out before I drink it again. Or I'll just, yeah, athletic wicking jersey is great. However, I don't use it anymore in my diapers because it's a pain in the butt to sew. Now I have to look up Happy Ending. Happy Ending diaper. Zorb 1, 2, and 1 and 2. No, don't do it. If they use 3 or 4, then you might be okay. I've used Zorb. Zorb 2 is horrible at absorb. Like, I hate Zorb 2. Zorb 1 is not as good either because it does compression leak. I was finding that the Zorb, they say that it replaces this many layers of this. I didn't believe it. I don't believe it. Happy Endings Eco Diapers. Let's see, because I am so curious now what they do on their adult diapers. Big Kid All in 2. I've not had a huge ton of success. Teen and adult. What, are you in the one size cloth diaper, I'm assuming? No. I just want to see what they do their linings in. Okay, so they don't. Oh, they do use microfleece on the. Okay, so this is the other thing. You might be having an issue because I don't know which one you have exactly, but you might be having an issue with it based on, from what I'm reading, they don't have a true stay dry lining. Most diapers should have a stay dry lining, not a stay dry. That could be a lot of your problem here. The stay dry layer, by the way, the reason, okay, I have one here. I don't have one with a fleece liner here, but I do have a cover of Andrew's here. Let me go grab it real quick. But it's right here. Doesn't smell the best because it was worn recently. So these are my pocket diapers, by the way. And I will make them on certain occasions. This is an old one when I did use the athletic wicking jersey. Also, one size fits most diapers are probably also a problem because each size has a different rise. So this is the one I made for Andrew. This is my pocket diaper. This one is made with the athletic wicking jersey. I do really like these. They're just a pain in the butt to sew the jersey. And I switched to micro fleece because it's easier to work with. Also, I like the fuzzier aspect. I think it gives a better comfort of a diaper. This is a nice one though. Andrew does love these. He wears these as diaper covers. he has an issue. He has really bad wicking issues. I have tried everything. This is a medium, by the way. I have tried everything to get this boy not to leak. He is just not a good candidate for a cloth diaper because the dude leaks out of them so bad. I've tried everything, guys. He has several different types from me. And a lot of people do well with these. I get minimal wicking with mine, minimal. There is going to be some wicking, especially when it comes to long-term wear. You're gonna eventually get wicking. If you've been in this thing for 4 hours and you're wet, it's gonna leak. You have to change cloth diapers about every 2 hours, or like pretty much once you wet, you really need to change. That's kind of how it works with cloth diapers. They're not meant to be a long wear. They are, but you typically have to change them a lot more often. I was changing 6 times a day instead of 3. You have to change them every couple hours. For me, it was if you wet, you kind of have to change. But I have a feeling that's the way they are doing the gussets is actually also causing some wicking issues. I haven't actually had them in my hands to test this theory out. But you want the stay dry layer connected to the diaper, by the way, because that's the thing that hits your skin. You don't want the plastic against your diaper or against your skin. It's really not that great to have the full-blown plastic against the skin. But the way they do it, I see they kind of do it the way I currently do mine. But anytime you put a stitch or a seam in PUL, it's going to cause this issue. It leaks on the gussets. Yes, exactly. This is my point. When you're sewing with PUL, this is another thing. You have to have as few areas of stitching as possible, especially on the leg. I have a super strong elastic on mine, by the way. You have to have as little stitching as possible. Also, something that's exceedingly important when you buy a cloth diaper that is made out of PUL, the first thing you want to do is kind of dry the heck out of it. You want to dry the heck out of it first, because that's going to seal the plastic around the stitching. So each hole is going to seal around that thread. You'll still have some wicking issue, but it'll seal better. Then you actually want to wash the diaper several times. And the inserts are actually more important to wash many times before you use them, because a diaper, any form of good quality insert, needs to be washed like 5 times before you hit maximum absorbency potential. Because every time you wash it, you're loosening those fibers, fluffing up those fibers, causing them to be more absorbent. So you hands down want to wash everything 5 times before you use it. Wash, dry, wash, dry, wash, dry, because it's going to get those fibers really opened up. When it comes to Zorb, you actually, for Zorb 1 and 2, you had to wash it like 10 times before it hit its true absorbency potential. I still didn't. I wicked horribly and leaked horribly with the Zorb 1 and 2. I have not tried 3 and 4, so I cannot say whether or not they're good. I don't know. I cannot say that. But when it comes to these diapers, this pattern actually comes with a gusset in it, the pattern I originally started with. However, their gusset was only made out of the stay dry material. And literally it was 2 inches. This thing was about 4 inches wider than the actual diaper itself. You'd literally put a stitching line here in just the lining with the elastic to tighten that up. You have to do a gusset that way in order for it to not really leak. Because when you do a gusset, you're putting more. 3 and 4 are done differently. They changed up the technology of 3 and 4. It's not a capacity difference. It's how the material works difference. And I have some Zorb 2 here. I don't like it at all. I've literally had it for about 5 years because I hate it that much. And when I started investing in cloth diapers, like I tried the Zorb. My favorite, favorite, favorite thing to use as an insert is hemp. Hemp absorbs a lot. It does not absorb quickly, but it absorbs a lot. So that is why my inserts are flannel, hemp, flannel. I do 2 layers of each, 2 layers of hemp French terry, or you can use hemp fleece, whatever. I like the French terry a lot. But the hemp absorbs the most, other than Zorb. The hemp absorbs the most out of any of them. There's microfiber, which is okay for babies that you're changing often. There's bamboo, which is kind of the second best, I would say. There's things like cotton velour, stuff like that. Just regular terrying, toweling, and stuff like that. Those things, you have things that absorb fast but not much, and things that absorb slow but hold a lot. And you want to pair 2 of those together. So that's why I do a flannel outside shell of my inserts with a hemp inside of it, because the flannel absorbs quickly and allows it to go through to the hemp, where it absorbs a little bit slower. It still absorbs, they are huge. Hemp inserts can be big. I do mine in an hourglass shape. And if I were selling the diapers more consistently, I would keep them up for sale. But at net right now, we're looking at maybe one every 2 to 3 months that I sell. So I'm not going to put them up there because they're expensive to make. They're a lot of work, wear and tear on my body, things like that. But I tried a lot of diapers. The closest one that I like to what I make that worked were Snap Easy. That is about the only cloth diaper that I truly recommend is Snap Easy. And I have one somewhere around here. I don't know where it is. Somebody sent me one as a gift. Unfortunately, it's too small for me. And I'm not using cloth diapers anymore. And so, but yeah, you have to use, that's the thing. That's where, cloth diapering is so specific to each person. Snap Easy. SNAP hyphen E as an elephant and Z. Snap Easy. They are fantastic. I've actually spoken to the owner. She sent me some to review and everything, and still to this day, like hands down, I based a lot of my design kind of off of their pattern as well as my own pattern. I've tried Dependico. Don't buy Dependico, please. They're horrible. I've tried Dependico. I've tried whatever was in my size that I could try. I typically don't fit in Happy Endings, and I don't think I fit in Ecoable. I have also tried pre-folds. Pre-folds are not a bad option. I hate plastic pants, but pre-folds are not a bad option. And honestly, like if you're gonna go do cloth, I would recommend pre-fold because they really do have the all-around protection. They are super bulky. They are not something you can hide well. This is something you can hide well. But I don't particularly, I hate plastic pants. Just the sensory aspect of them was not okay for me. So I can't use them. I can sort of handle the sensory of this, but I was getting to the point where I had to stuff it so thick that it would push my hips apart and it would it would pop them out of joint. And it's not even that they were that thick. It's just that the way it worked, it just popped. I had issues with my joints popping out of place in the first place, my hips particularly. So that just made it painful. And also, let's see what else is different. But yes, anybody that uses suede in their diapers, don't buy them. That's one reason I cannot recommend Dependico, because they use suede, and suede is not great. Yeah, that's the problem. I have thunder thighs, but a smaller waist. In order to find one that fit my leg, it'd have to be massive on my waist. I don't like plastic pants. I can handle PUL pants, but I still don't want to deal with that. The work of cloth was too much for my body at the time, and even more so now. Also, Daddy hated changing cloth diapers. He would never change me. He wouldn't touch them. He hated them. And I'm like, this is not worth it. It's a problem. So we decided to stop using cloth, and I actually sold them to somebody. not that long ago, within the last year or two, I think. But yeah, so there's a lot that goes in. Also, your cloth diaper wicking and stuff is all dependent on your washing routine as well. Yeah. Yeah, you want to like a PVC. You don't want latex when it comes to that. I'm getting itchy. Yeah. PVC, but they do, who made it? Adultclothdiaper.com made a PUL plastic pants version. And those were actually decent. I could wear those, no problem. Because of the way they're made, they're not super duper tight on the leg. That is something that I would consider replicating. I just not because it takes so much. It takes a lot of fabric for PUL. PUL is $20 a yard, basically, 18 plus shipping. It's expensive. For adult cloth diapers, that's why my diapers were so expensive. Like a lot of places are selling them for $30, $20, $30. That's because they buy in bulk and wholesale. I can't do that. I don't make enough of them. So it cost me $35, $40 just in fabric. Yeah. Do you use silicone pacifiers, I'm assuming, at that point? I have a pacifier I can recommend you. It's not cheap, but I have one I recommend. Oh shit, I forgot to go check outside. I didn't hear him, but yeah. My binky is broken on the side. I can still use it, but it's broken and it's sad. Makes me sad. But Daddy said we're going to be getting a new binky soon. Yeah, I can't stand the latex ones because the reason I stopped using the latex ones is actually because they cause a lot of what we call binky breath in our household. Andrew was using it, I was using it. We are like, no, binky breath is disgusting. Latex makes, and they don't last as long as the silicone. I've had some diapers, some pacifiers that I've had for like 2 years before it wore out. So yeah, silicone is the way to go. Latex you have to replace like every 3 to 6 months if you're consistently using it, which I do. The other people in my house, they use a binky like once a week. I use a binky every single day. There are days where I'm using my binky all day. But yeah. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and close it up because the boy, I think, is he gonna be home early, like at the normal time? I don't know. He is gonna be home before 2. They changed the egg color. But I use mine to sleep. I use mine during the day. I use mine whenever I feel like it, really, except for in the car and out in public. I don't use it, but sometimes it's in my pocket when we go out. It's I've been a thumb sucker from about when my mom started taking my pacifier away when I was a baby, which was like 6 months old. And my sister taught me how to suck my thumb. That was a problem. I literally sucked my thumb until I was 16 years old. I stopped sucking it during the day around 10 or 12. And then I sucked it at night till I was 16 years old when I'm like, I'm going to stop. I managed to stop sucking it while I fell asleep. But as soon as I was asleep, the thumb would go in my mouth. My sisters told me all the time, they're like, you were sucking your thumb. Like as soon as you fell asleep, you were sucking your thumb. When I turned 18 and started having my surgeries, I was almost 19. No, I was 19, I think. I started to not be able to calm myself down and keep myself at bay. I was having a lot of anxiety and stuff, and I had to start again because that was the one thing that calmed me down. I was in the hospital for the better part of 3 years at this point, and I was not willing to suck my thumb while in the hospital. That's just too many germs. And so I did buy a pacifier, and that was that. It did take me a while because when I was home, I started using it when I was home from the hospital, and it took a long time to transition from. This is where my sensory issues came in. It took me a long time to transition from thumb to binky, and I would like suck my binky until I got to the point where I couldn't stand it, and I stuck my thumb in my mouth. When I was in the hospital, obviously I didn't suck my thumb. I just used the binky, but it was still like I can't keep this in my mouth all the time. It just feels so different compared to my thumb. And to this day, guys, it takes me a good month to 2 months to transition from an old binky to a new binky. Everything I take it takes a long time to transition to a new item for me, especially comfort items, blankies, binkies, plushies. Like I have a blankie I have now. I still have the old blankie around because sometimes I'm just like, I just need the old blankie. Not so much now. It's been several months now, obviously. But at the time, it was like, okay, no, I can only deal with the new one so long. But once it starts to finally smell like my stuff and things like that, then I can handle it. My new plushie, I got it for Christmas last year. I'm still not fully transitioned to him from the old plushie. The old plushie I don't snuggle the old plushie anymore. The old plushie was basically my pillow. We got a bigger version of this accidentally, so he's not able to be my pillow. But still, it's like allowing myself to like let go of the old plushie. He's still in my bed. This is a 12-year-old plushie, guys. He's still in my bed. I can't get rid of him. He goes under my pillow to keep my pillows from going down the crack of my crib. But yeah, he's still in the bed. I have not been able to officially give him up and put him in his place of retirement. Even though it's been a year. He's still there. I still love my Morpheus. I have Morpheus and Neo. And it takes me forever to transition to new stuff. And that's just part of the spectrum issue, the sensory issue, like transitioning from one sensation that I'm used to another is really hard. Even though it's the same item, it's got a different texture. It's just different. And it takes me quite a while to be able to willingly transition to that. I'm hoping that since I've started using this particular pacifier, I'm hoping the transition is a little bit easier. Because the old ones I was using were the Nux 6s from I'm telling you, Erica, you're not going to be disappointed. They're fantastic. I wish I had the one here to show you. It's somewhere in here. I just don't know where I put it. It's in one of my bins, but I'm not sure which one. Excuse me. But I'm hoping with this new, the Nux 6s had a really weird texture when you first got them. So transitioning from a Nux 6 to a Nux 6 was really hard. I'm hoping that because the Nux 7 was slightly different, and it wasn't the same texture issue, I'm hoping that the transition's a little better. They are really comfortable. I will say that, like, their elastics are very comfortable. They're just a really comfortable diaper. I'm telling you, they're great. They're most similar to the ones I made and wore. So yeah, but anyway, guys, I am gonna go ahead and get this closed up because the boyfriend's gonna be home. I need to take a shower. I need to let my voice rest because my voice is starting to go, and it's just an allergy thing in the winter. I struggle with it, but it's time to rest it. So I am going to go for the day. I will probably be around tomorrow because I do have some cutting out stuff to do. Yeah, they're super nice. Their diapers are very comfortable. I seriously recommend them. I don't remember if they've changed up their inserts though. Their inserts were a little bit annoying when I was trying them because they were a rectangle that you folded in threes. Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely. Where is it? I wish I could find it and show you. They do a thing. I'm not sure if it's up on their website or not. But when you do a pre-order situation with them, they will do printed ones. Certain special, they don't typically have those up for sale, but they do. They do sometimes offer printed ones, and a lot of times they use the same supplier that I do. But they are big enough that they can go wholesale. I am not. You have to buy like 100 yards worth of fabric to make for a wholesale order, and I can't do that. I wish I could. But yeah, so, but I should be around tomorrow, guys. At the very least, I will be cutting things out. Tomorrow we have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2-piece PJ to put together. So it's gonna be adorable. I've never made this was the first Ninja Turtle order that I've had, which I'm excited about. I usually get My Little Pony. Right now it's been Lion Guard because the Lion King and all that. So usually I get My Little Pony, and I was like, I don't think I'm currently selling My Little Pony because the fabric is very unreliable at the moment to get. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Boyfriend's gonna be home in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna go go chill. My back is hurting right now, so I need to get out of the chair because as soon as I get up, it's gonna pop. I'm gonna be in pain, so I need to go lay down. But I will be probably. What is that? Oh, tomorrow's Saturday. I probably will be around tomorrow. Andrew is home. I don't know. We will see what Daddy says. Daddy may have other plans. I have no idea. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you all so much for coming in. Erica, was this your first stream to be in that you've talked to me in? Because I don't think I recognized your name. At least it's not common. But if it is, it was awesome talking to you. I really enjoyed it. Bo, I know you're probably hanging around here somewhere, but you're always here. I will have a good evening. I should be around tomorrow, especially if Daddy gives us our things tonight. I will definitely be around tomorrow to show you guys something with that. Because I'm hoping to decorate. We'll see. I don't know if I have the right colors for what I want to do with it, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go chill, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have an awesome evening, guys. Bye-bye.